That was an expensive transfer window. Hopefully it works out for us. Hello and welcome to Club 4, episode 22 of Half Star to 5 Star here on Football Manager 23. I'm Russ. Today we have two Serie A games for you. The first one is away to Roma, and then we entertain Udinese. Since you guys were last with us, you saw us pick up another trophy by beating Inter Milan in the Coca-Cola Super Cup. We then qualified for the Champions League last 16, so we missed the knockout stage, which is good for us. We did lose to Dortmund 3-2. We had a little bit of an injury crisis, and then we smashed Copenhagen 4-0. We haven't lost in the league since the Torino game either. We haven't dropped any points, which is most important. We've won every one of those games. So we beat Crotone 2-1. We beat Monza 4-1. We then beat Crotone again 3-2 in the Coppa Italia. Smashed Sampdoria 6-0. Beat Juve in the Coppa Italia quarter-finals. And then we beat Spezia in the league in the most recent game 2-0. That leaves us in first place. We're 4 points clear of a game in hand of AC Milan. So the Roma game is that game in hand there, so we can go 7 points clear of them. As you can see here from the Champions League, we did finish fourth, qualifying in those top 8 spaces, which is what we want with the games stacking up. We saw it last season. We want to keep our players as fresh as we can. In the injury crisis we had, it prompted me to do a lot of business in the transfer window. We ended up spending 124 million, somewhere in between there, bringing in 108 million as well by selling some key players that wanted to go. So we'll go through that right now. So the first players through the door, we'll move my head. We brought in this guy, Nicola Mugsoa. He joins us from Partizan for 3.6 million. He can play right back and centre back. Mainly brought him in for right back because of some players that have left the club. The same reason we brought in this guy, Mladen Jokovic, something along those lines. 3.6 million again from this team in Serbia. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher it. He can play right back and play left back as well. So it's those options there that we needed players to come in for. We then brought in a centre back in Thibaut La Kosovoe. Cost us £16 million from Rennes. Pretty decent option. Could play centre back, can play left back. He's 22 years old, 2-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. It's a nice cheap option. 16 tackling is what we wanted, marking a 13. Physicals look great, mentals look great as well. So he's a nice little option we've got there. We then brought in a defensive midfielder because I thought we were light in that area. So Ignio Aguirre joins us from Arsenal. We paid £45 million, can raise to 60 million if we win the Champions League. Can play that deep line playmaker role, can play in midfield as well. Doesn't play any of the roles that we sort of want him to, so he's just going to sit in that defensive midfield position. Attributes look fantastic. First touch of 16, vision of 16, passing of 15. So all that combined as a playmaker, he's going to get us a few assists, definitely. We then brought in a left winger. With Tisci leaving us, I felt we were a little bit light on that side. So we brought in an Italian wonder kid from Torino. Cost us £13 million. Andrea Sambo. Can play winger, can play inside forward, which is the most important role for him there. 2.5-star kind of ability, 4-star potential. And then the last sign-in, I tried to get him in the summer transfer window. Didn't want to come to us because Liverpool weren't playing ball. But it's Aymar Galan. It's cost us £53 million, so it is pretty pricey transfer. Can play on that right, can also play up front. So the reason we brought him in is Volpato has gone out on loan to Lazio. We've also loaned out Berisha. Yes, he's gone to rivals in Juve, but he's not going to get any game time, so we'll let him go over there to develop. They've said he's going to be an important player. Whether that happens is a different story. Transfers that prompted us to spend the amount of money that we did then. Roque's gone to Real Madrid for £39 million, can rise to 46. We then sold Antonio Silva to Arsenal for £37.5 million, can raise to £48.5 million. We've also loaned out Delati because he wasn't happy. And who was the other player we loaned out? Borhi has also gone out on loan as well. So a lot of business happened in that transfer window. As I said, £124 million spent, 108 brought in. It is looking like the squad is ready to compete for the Champions League now. Yes, we've weakened our defence a little bit, but I think we strengthened it for the future. So let's jump into the Roma game then. The team we're putting out there is Lever in goal, a back four of Nets, Skriniar, Marcato and Lizama, Smoljanec at the base of midfield, Susic and Barella in front of him, Roger on the left, Galan on the right and Ferry up front. Ferry is now the best player in the league. He's number one, we'll show you that after that. He's just developing so well. He's having his most prolific season as well underneath us, scoring 21 goals so far. And the first highlight is straight from the kickoff. Ferry gives it to Smoljanec into Marcato in defence. Trying down that right hand side with Lizama, gives it to Galan. Galan launches it forward, trying to find Ferry, can't win the ball. Barella comes away with it. Dances into the box, chips it over to Nets on the left hand side. Nets plays it in to Smoljanec, who shifts it to Lizama. Lizama into Galan, Barella. Can we give it to one of the strikers? We don't. It's Lizama with the shot, but it's straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Easy catch for him. And now he launches it long. Marcato's dealt with this one. Lizama, the shooter from the last shot, gives it back to Marcato. Lizama, we're staying out on that right hand side at the moment. Galan launches it forward, tries to find Ferry. Ferry is onto it. Ferry, oh, it's a good save from the goalkeeper. Wonderful effort. We have a corner. Can we get this ball on Marcato's head? Nets is going to put this one in. In it comes. It's Galan. It has been cleared. Marcato chases it down. Heads it trying to find Nets, but he can't find him. What a frantic opening 2 minutes that has been. Throwing for us. Nets on this left hand side. Gives it to Smoljanec. Floats it over. Trying to find our striker. Can't find him. And Roma have come away with the ball down that left hand side. They shifted it into the centre. They're moving it quite quickly now. Over to the left. Just put a challenge in, boys. Win the ball. We don't want to drop points here to Roma. They're shifting it nicely on the left-hand side, making us work for the ball at the moment. They put the ball in. Marcato's big head clears it. Barella can't win the ball, though. And Roma come at us once again. They get a shot away, and it has gone wide. I think Lever had that one covered. The Roma goalkeeper gives it out onto that left-hand side. Oh, Barella stepped in to win the ball. He's got Ferry in support if he can find him. He goes on his own and the keeper holds it well. He should have given it to Ferry. Ferry, being the striker, being the known goal scorer, probably would have tucked that one away. Quick change on the left-hand side then. Raspadori's come on for Roger. Roger wasn't performing too well. I know Ferry's on a 6.4 as well. It was between those two which one was going to come off. I think Ferry is the better player to keep on because he can get the goals. As Roma have the ball on the left-hand side, shifting it through the centre now. Just need to put a little bit of pressure on, let him make a mistake. The shift out right. Nets has managed to get his head onto the ball. Heads it to Skriniar, and we've now got it back to Lever in goal. Skriniar just needs to get rid of the ball now. Nets into Susic, back to Nets. Raspadori on the left hand side. That's where the goal's going to come from. Raspadori or Ferry. Just give it to one of those further up the pitch. Smoljanec now blasts it forward. Finds Raspadori right on the byline. Gives it back to Nets. Nets into Barella. Barella to Raspadori. Get in there. Slams that ball straight into the top corner. I did say it was going to come from Raspadori. Come on, boys. 1-0. Sambo has come on for Ferry. Sambo's gone to left wing and Raspadori's gone up front now. We have a throw on this left-hand side. Nets gives it to Sambo. Back to Nets. He's trying to create a little bit of space. Goes back into Skriniar. We're staying on this left-hand side. We're now shifting it into the centre or over to the right and we've lost the ball. Smoljanec steps in, managed to win it back. Marcato, Lizama. Can we... Why have we gone back? We should have just put a little bit of forward pressure on Roma. We've gone back to Lever. Now we've managed to get it up on that left-hand side. Samba's got it. Samba at the byline puts the ball into the right-hand side. We can't find any players. Lizama's in the box. When he put a cross over, he slides it in and the ball's been cleared somehow. Roma have come away with it. Challenge him. Just foul him, bring him down. Someone just win the ball. The highlight does end there, luckily. That was just weird. I thought the ball had gone over or it was going to be a free kick. But no, they managed to get it clear and launch a counter-attack of their own. Highlight is here now with us. Left-hand side Nets into Susic. What's he going to do with it? He's got players in front of him. I think any of our players are offside then. Roma have got it clear. It's a little bit frantic, a little bit ping-pong. Galan's on it. Galan with the shot, it loops up and it's easy for the Roma goalkeeper to catch. And now Samba's picked up an injury. Oh, this is just what we need, isn't it? Let's bring Chevalier on for him. Chevalier can stay on that left-hand side. Just what we need. One of our new players picking up an injury as well. Free kick for us. Susik launches this one in deep. Marcato got his head to it, and Roma have managed to get it clear. Skriniar gets the ball back to Lizama. Smoljanec launches that one forward, trying to find Chevalier, and he does. It hits the Roma player, loops up. The goalkeeper easily catches it, and he launches an attack of his own. Cleared by Nets into Susik. Skriniar. Nothing fancy now, boys. Just get rid of the ball. Raspadori's got free. In the box. Oh, that settled any nerves. Raspadori's second goal of the match. What a brilliant substitution that was. 2-0 to us. We've got a free kick here. Brella's put this one as we try to make 2 substitutions. That comes in. Marcato, with the header. It's Nets who's coming off. Going to left back is Lacco, and Fermenti comes on for Barella, who had a little bit of a grumpy on. He's also quite tired. We've got 6 minutes left to go in this match. Looks like we've got a corner here for Roma. Yeah, big defensive clearance on this one. We've hit the crossbar. It's been bundled away eventually. I thought they were going to knock it in. When it hit the crossbar and just fell down into the last 5 minutes. Throw in for us. Lizama on the right hand side trying to find Raspadori. He doesn't find him, but Galland wins the ball. Fermenti in the middle of the pitch. Gives it to Susik. Chevalier. Chevalier tried to do something fancy then, and it's just not paid off. We managed to get it on the left-hand side with Lacco. Skriniar's got it. Staying on the left-hand side. Shifts up to Chevalier. Chevalier... I don't know what he's trying to do. He's chipping it into the box for some reason. Lizama picks up the ball. Gives it to Smoljanec. Lacco. Lacco turns and runs back to his own goal for some reason. Gives it to Smoljanec, and now he's got some space to put a cross in. Can he find Raspadori? He does. There's Raspadori's hat-trick. 3-0 to us. What a amazing player Raspadori has been for us. What a fine servant he's been for Napoli. Just finds goals, digs us out of holes all the time. 4 minutes of time added on. We have absolutely destroyed Roma in this one. They've had 14 shots, 6 of those on target, 7 for us. Galland with the ball, gives it to Smoljanec. Lizama's got some space on that right hand side. Turns, passes it into Fermenti. Fermenti's been fouled. I think that's on the edge of the box. If not, we've got a penalty here. The referee's going to consult the man in his finger, the voice in his finger in his ear. And it is a penalty. I thought that was outside the box. Raspadori's got a chance to get his 4th goal here. Just waiting for him now. Waiting for everyone to get into position. Raspadori, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And he does find his 4th and ours. It's the Raspadori show. Roma 0, Napoli 4. What a performance. Is that going to be a 10 rating as well for Raspadori? He's on 9.5 at the moment. Just waiting for the full-time whistle. There it goes. He does get a 10 rating. Man of the match, 4 goals. And he's only on the pitch for 45 minutes. Incredible. Let's move on to the Udinese game then. Broken ankle then for Sambo, and he's going to be out for 3 to 4 months. If we send him to the specialist, it's only going to be 3. But that is him done for the season. Spend all that money on a wonder kid. This could set him back massively as well. He might not be a wonder kid by the time he comes back. He might not be the same player. Hopefully it's not going to affect him too much. The team then for the Udinese game sees Lever in goal. Back 4 of Nets, Kim Min-jae, Marcato and Djokovic. Lacco at the base of midfield, Fermenti and Barella in front of him, Raspadori on the left after his wonder game against Roma, Chevalier on the right and Ferry up front. Last time we played Udinese, they beat us 3-0 and ended our huge undefeated streak that we had, and amazing start to the season. Hopefully we can give them a receipt in this one and actually beat them. First highlight is with us. Throw in left hand side. Nets gives it to Kim Min-jae, who gives it back to him. Who gives it back to Kim Min-jae. Now we're going to Marcato in the centre. Space on that right hand side. Djokovic has got it with his ginger hair. Gives it to Chevalier. Chevalier at the byline puts it across to Ferry. Oh, it bobbles around and it hasn't fallen. Lucky for us. Ferry had a game like this in the last one where he's just, for whatever reason, cannot find the back of the net. For the second game in a row, we go in at half-time 0-0. I want us to do exactly the same as what we did against Roma in this game. Just come out and find 4 goals. Not going to make any change at the moment. The first change will be Ferry if he doesn't perform in this half. Free kick for us. Net puts this one in to Lacko. Kim Min-jae gives it to Ferment, who's picked up a bit of a knock, so we're going to have to take him off as well. Raspadori's got the ball, gives it to Ferry, and he finds the back of the net. Finally, he does something. Finally, he scores. Napoli 1, Udinese 0. Fermenti does come off, and Smoljanec has come on for him in midfield. I'm going to keep Ferry on now. Since he's got that goal, his rating has gone up. I'm hoping he can get a second one in this match. Or maybe get Raspadori on the goal score sheet as well. Still 1-0. Free kick for Udinese. Shifting it up there. Right hand side. Nets heads the ball back to Lever. He's going to roll it out, or is he going to go long? Rolls it into Kim Min-jae. Kim Min-jae just takes a couple of steps. Gives it to Lacko. Goes back to Marcato. Into Barella now. Where are we going to stick the ball? In the centre still. Chevalier's got Djokovic on the overlap. He loses the ball but wins it back. Gets it back to Lacko. Smoljanec gives it to Chevalier. Chevalier's in the box. That settles it. There's going to be a VAR check on this one though. I think he's onside. Although I did say I didn't think we were going to get a penalty in the last one, and we got a penalty. The check is... oh, it's disallowed. It's still 1-0. Double change. De Kerseri comes on for Barella. And Le Corsavier comes on for Marcato in defence. We've got about 13 minutes left to go of this match. Still got 2 substitutions to make. I want that second goal just to settle the nerves, really. I know we can beat a team like Udinese. Djokovic with a throw-in to Ferry. Ferry goes into the box. Chips it straight into the goalkeeper's hands. He should have passed. There are better options for him to choose from that then. Corner for Udinese. Le Corsavier gets it clear. Can't find any of our players though. And he goes back to the corner taker. Djokovic wins the ball. Chevalier gives it to Lacko. Lacko into De Kerseri. Smoljanec. Raspadori. Just run, Raspadori. Run, lad. Gives it to Smoljanec. Smoljanec's got loads of space. He's in the box. Gives it to Ferry. And Ferry hits the goalkeeper. It was in his stride. Why did he just not stop it and put it round the goalkeeper? We start from the back again. Kim Min-jae into nets. Gives it back to Kim Min-jae. Now into Smoljanec. Over to Djokovic on that right hand side. He's got no one in front of him yet. No one in front of him in any space really. De Kerseri's got it. Gives it to Djokovic. Gives it to Chevalier. Chevalier. Why are we not passing? It's infuriating. We've got a corner though. Nets is going to put this one in. There's so many chances where we should be scoring and we're just not taking these opportunities right. In goes the corner, trying to find Chevalier. It goes straight into the keeper's arms. And the highlight does end there. Really annoyed at these players at the moment. Final 2 substitutions then. Maysil comes on for Nets at left back. And Dumont comes on for Chevalier on the right hand side. We've got 4 minutes of time added on. Bar Udinese running up the pitch and put it in the back of the net. We have won this match. We should have scored 3 goals really. We should have scored maybe 4. But we haven't made the right decisions when we're in the box. We should be passing it or taking that extra touch to get the ball away from the goalkeeper. I don't know how we can really improve on that. How we can change the mentality of the players. The final whistle has gone. We have won 1-0. It's been an unconvincing victory though. I know we've blasted them all over the pitch. I'm going to say that to the boys just to see what sort of leads to them. I have a quick look at the table. I think we're 10 points clear of Milan, but they do have a game in hand on us. Yeah, 10 points there. They have a game in hand. So hopefully we can remain 10 points or maybe 9 points clear of them. Quick look at the schedule. I think we'll come back for the Juventus and the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. Only playing like the 2 games in between. Juve are up there with us. And hopefully we will be in a commanding position when we reach this match. So if you guys enjoyed that, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you very much for watching.